talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, break!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rig alert! Rig alert! 18, Pioneer! Cut 19! Cut 19! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
From the gun, it's Hurts. This defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check pass! Check pass!
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. The man in motion is Brown.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Mustang 19! Buffalo 18! Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
60 Mavericks! 60 Mavericks! 19 Lions!
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Slot man moves right. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
is in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Down to about the 37. The Cowboys at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Gilbert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the... Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded him. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. His throw caught at the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 7-7, our score after 1. Jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
They decided to run it in and get it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point. That makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Hurts. And that would be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown for the opening drive. Just one first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense. Now they get to turn it back to the offense.
In motion left goes Smith. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. That was complete to Elliott. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to Elliott, and he's got it again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, kill! 47!
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Caught on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining as we head toward halftime. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point. Good. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, break! Standing Broncos!
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for the offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Short completion, just 4 yards, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gilbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Can you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Deputy Ranger. 18 Rattler. Hurt.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Go Street.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Red alert. Check, contact.
Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
That's a great observation, too. They didn't make adjustments at halftime. This offense staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room. No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Panther 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with an effort there to earn the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get that two safety back. Give defensive credit. Coverage was a lockdown move everywhere.
Now, hurt. Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target line. He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Moore. And good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand that they can get 2 more possessions.
But first down, Hurts. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded as a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check match, check match. Come on, baby. Panther Street, Panther Street. Check
In
match,
motion
check
left comes
match.
Brown.
Play some defense out there, boys.
On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Street, street.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense is just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
This is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Big drop by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
motion the tight end. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go now. Stop below 18. Hurt. Big Lion.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A first down throw for Prescott. Goes for the right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Drop 60.
From the 24, Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Snell. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 2nd and 10.
19 tight. Check, hurt. Warriors 70. Go.
Back to throw again. This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Ready. Broncos, 70 Ranger.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From way up at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Well, Prescott here to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
46.
Inside give to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands you're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On third down, it's Prescott. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation. And here's him. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one is gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Go, check, go, check.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys come up with a